G'day guys, today I'm going to talk to you about one of my favourite lures to use out on the reef. In fact, it's one of my favourite lures to use in many situations, and it's called a fish trap from Zerek. This is them here. They come in 4 different sizes. There's 65, 95, 110 and 160 mil, and they have a stack of different applications. And today out here on the Great Barrier Reef, I'm going to show you how to use these fish traps and show you how to catch more fish. If you're a bait fisher, pay attention, because these things can literally outfish bait. They pretty much catch every single species of fish out there. Freshwater, saltwater, it doesn't matter what they are. It's the fish trap from Zerek. Let's go fishing. A few things I'll tell you. One, they're really easy to use, which I'm about to show you. Fish love them. They're made from a very strong TPE plastic, which just means they're very, very durable. And they're wire construction all the way through. So when you hook that really big fish, you know that you've got wire through the lure, and it's going to be very, very strong. And lastly, you catch multiple fish on these things. Like literally, I've had sessions where I've had the same fish trap on for half a day and caught dozens of fish on the same lure. And they've got very strong mustard trebles on them as well. So right now, I'm just going to show you exactly how to use these things. We're in about 20 to 25 meters of water. So all I'm going to do is flick, bail them over and let it sink to the bottom. That's the first thing you want to do. So now that I'm on the bottom, all I'm doing is lifting and dropping. It's that simple. Now, depending on the amount of current that you have, you may need to adjust the size of the fish trap that you're using. But there's a bite. There he is, and boom, got him. It's that easy. I'm just lifting and dropping it on the bottom. Now, vibe style lures have been around for a very long time, but these particular fish traps, the way they're designed, they just sit perfectly straight in the water, and these fish, that vibration hits their lateral line and they cannot help themselves but smash them. This is quite a reasonable fish. Here it comes now. Very pretty fish. Lovely. Oh, it's a coronation trout. All right, should we just lift him in? There he is. And there is that fish trap. What a pretty fish. Hooked in the corner of the mouth and a little bit in his fin there as well, but that'll pop out and he'll swim free. It really is that simple. You simply put that lure on the bottom and vibe it up and down, and just vary the size of your fish trap depending on how much current's running and how deep the water is. Even though this fish trap's one of the smaller ones, a fish this size will eat the biggest size fish trap, a 160 mil. So don't be scared to use a bigger lure. Often bigger lure, bigger fish. Get the hooks out, get him back in. What a pretty fish. Absolutely beautiful. Thanks, buddy. See you later. And away he goes. Let's get another one, see if we can get something a little bit more substantial. So a couple of tips for you folks when you're fishing using the fish traps. You want to keep it as close to the bottom as possible. So if you've got a really big, long angle on your line all the way out there, sometimes that means that the run or the current is a little bit too strong and you're not holding bottom. So you've got to keep correcting by letting more line out as you go along. Once you've done it 4 or 5 times, you really don't want your lure way out the back. So just keep correcting it and keeping it close to the bottom. Now there's a few different ways you can work the lure. You've got to be careful that you're not too radical because you can foul it up, but just a little lift of the rod and then let it drop back down again is one technique. It's very, very simple. You can also just hop them along. Just do a little hop like that, just a little hop. Keep it close to the bottom and just hop them along. The other thing about these lures is that if you notice there's a pelagic fish that's swimming past, like it could be a tuna or whatever, you can literally cast these and fast retrieve them. And they got that vibrating appearance, and even pelagic fish come along and eat them. Now, obviously we're on the Great Barrier Reef, we're catching amazing fish here, but they're not just for the Barrier Reef. These things are absolutely sensational on flathead, deep water drifting, and just bouncing them up and down on the bottom catches massive flathead. Then of course on the Northern Territory, amazing on really, really big barramundi, threadfin salmon, and mangrove jacks. You can pretty much catch anything on a fish trap. Oh dear. Oh dear. What is this? Yeah, diamonds. Oh, what a sick fish. On the light gear. Little fish traps. What a beautiful fish. I don't know if you can really see the colors there, folks, but just beautiful, beautiful fish. That's so cool, hey?
So good.
Let's get the lures out and get them back in.
Back again. Come on. Gotcha. See that? Even after the first one dropped it, either he came back or his mate ate it. Oh. Oh. Oh, look at that. That's a beautiful red-throated emperor. Come here, mate. He's all lit up. Lift him over. Oh. Have a go at that. And there's that fish trap hanging right out of the corner of his mouth. Beautiful red-throated emperor. You can call him a red throat because you can see that red throat. But all the colours over this fish are simply beautiful. Another species caught on a fish trap. Give him a go. I think you'll like him.